Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. And welcome to my Impact review. Impact show was an average show this week. Still, it was easy to watch through. It was not like last week. I wasn't excited for Impact this week because last week's show was so. It was so bad, man. It is it okay to say bad? I don't know. It's a very overstatement or something, but it really was. It didn't have a feel of Slammiversery, the biggest pay-per-view of Impact, is 2 weeks from 2 weeks away. So that didn't create any feel. I actually didn't have any excitement for the main event as well till today, this week's episode, because I had some interest towards it. I mean, some minute interest towards it, but still, it's on the same level. But still, this was an average show to watch through. Some okay wrestling we got here, and the first match we got was Brian Myers versus Jake something, and this match was actually announced last week, where Jake something actually demanded having a match with Brian Myers. Whoever wins would be telling that he's professional. So, because Brian Myers' tagline states that he's the most professional wrestler, so that was this match, and Brian Myers is with Sam Beal and he's taking notes. Okay match, I would say, an average match, nothing to say about. It was all about Brian Myers controlling, trying to control the big man. The story was simple, trying to control the big man. With Jake something was having controlling Brian Myers with his strength and power advantage. We saw flurry of moves. Myers strikes by thrust kick and DDT in the end, and we also have Myers tosses Jake and follows up with an elbow drop for a near fall. They go back and forth before Jake finally nails a black hole slam to get the pin on Myers, and after that Myers grabs a mic as a and and he was going to say, because that was the stipulation around it, and Sam Beal comes from the back and attacks Jake something, and Matt Cardono's music hits after some weeks. He was out, I think so, in May or something, May last week or something, but he's back, and Matt Cardono's music hits as he flows, and he takes out Myers and Beal. A pretty decent debut. Return for Matt Cardona as well. Not anything surprising or something. That was it, and we get to a segment where Diana Perez is questioned on who is his next in a line, and Diana is issuing an open challenge actually tonight, and whoever believes has a shot at the championship can come. And Callihan is approached for an interview after that at a segment, and sheriff comes up and they says that I have an arrest warrant because you attacked Don Callis. We didn't see any footage or something, but this was kind of framing and having a sympathy on the good guy before that was a good strategy used by Impact Wrestling, even though I do not have a sympathy so much for Sami Callihan, because I don't know why Sami Callihan need to win this match. I don't know why. And Moose is in a very bad storyline. Moose was in the top, and he's now going with Chris Sabin. Actually, he's going with the rivalry of Chris Sabin, and it would be better off if they would have completely erased out of the that's not a good for any performer, I don't know, but just to have a rivalry, I'm isn't interested that much in this rivalry. Could be a good match, because at this time the storyline aspect is very low, where we saw many great matches every week, many great to good matches, but the story is still the same and all. So just that, and we got second match, which was for the knockout championship open challenge, which was accepted by Lady Frost. And Lady Frost, if you know, she has been on NWA MLW before, and many promotions actually she has been before. So they also said that she was in WWE, so Impact actually name dropped WWE as well. So kind of a shock, kind of a little surprising that they did name drop them. So Diana Perazzo's Lady Frost, this was a simple work for Diana Perazzo. Lady Frost had some offense on Diana Perazzo, but Diana Perazzo eventually gets a victory by her Fujiwara armbar, and she taps out. Lady Frost actually taps out, and that was it. I do want to see their match if Lady Frost is signing with Impact Wrestling or something. Maybe down the line, that would be a good match. Diana Perez or Lady Frost. I mean, I do see a very great chemistry, good chemistry between them actually, and I thought about that. I thought about that actually. So, what's your thoughts on this match eventually happening in future or something? Would you like to see this match? Please put it on the comment section below. So that was it, and we also after that. Diana was standing there celebrating, and Gail Kim actually comes up. I thought about that. Is Gail Kim is kind of returning, but she says that I do respect you. It's a great honor to see you, and all Diana Perez says, and because of you, we are in this and a kind of a babyface thing, and. Babyface promo, Gail Kim still said that uh, you do will have to appreciate me as well because I'm the knockout champion. And Gail Kim said, I do appreciate you, but and we had a discussion with Scott Demore, and I had a discussion with Scott Demore, and we are going to have a championship, knockout championship being defended at Slammiversery against a mystery opponent. And Diana Perez is shocked because she's not knowing who her opponent is, and that's kind of. And Gail Kim actually said, "This is not me because I've already retired and I already proved. I have nothing to prove." Man, glad man they didn't go with that. So who's gonna be? I mean, the three, um, two, three guys, two, three, not guys, two, three women. I expect would be maybe from AEW or something. I do expect that the simplest thing that Impact Wrestling can do. And another thing would be debuting Chelsea Green, because Chelsea Green has been speaking about Impact Wrestling and her and all in her interview and all in several kind of podcasts and all. So maybe we could expect her returning on Impact Wrestling, and that's a thing that I do expect, and maybe Su Young as well, because Kimberly and Susan are kind of having a backup plan. So maybe she would be challenging for Diana Perazzo, maybe that would be a possibility as well. Again, I would be more into it when Chelsea Green or any of the WWE releases actually come out. Maybe Mickey James or something. I don't know. No, Mickey James would not be coming because she's in NWA. Certainly, she's not coming back. She's not coming to Impact Wrestling. So I do think Chelsea Green would be better, very good option for Impact Wrestling if they can do it. So that was a match. Uh, pretty okayish fun match, I would say. Worked very well, both of them. So that was the women's match. We got to had a segment where Chris Sabin is looking for a swinger, but he's unavailable. And back from the back, we saw Moose actually attacks violently on Chris Sabin, and I don't know why Sabin and Moose rivalry. I'm not liking it that much. But still, it's gonna be happening. So we got to the next segment where Chris Bay finally got in the X Division action as he sided with Josh Alexander, P.T. Williams, and Trey Miguel. And Bay confirms that this is not friendship. He merely chose a side to give him an advantage. So just there, have a promo just to move through the X Division. We didn't have any X Division match this week actually, and I did miss that because X Division is kind of a spotlight for every episode of Impact. That's a trademark thing. They should have been included that. So I mean, I don't know that there's been so many rematches, and that there should be nothing new when they go into I mean into the pay-per-view. I do know that. So that's the thing that they do, and we get to a very horrible booking actually. I mean, why? I don't know why. Mil Morrissey actually faces off against three jobbers actually: Jason Page, Manny Smith, and Deontay Evans. I don't know who these guys are. He completely destroys them, and three guys aren't able to take down W Morrissey. I mean, if you are not down with two guys, here you got three guys then. So that was nothing to build Morrissey as a monster. He's already a monster. Didn't need to have a build up or something. I don't know. Just to, he's just going to go with the tag team situation. I mean, I don't know why they are building him with a singles thing. He's not going for the championship or anything. I don't know why. Bad booking there, I do think so. And we get to a tag team match between Susan and Kimberly versus Havoc and Rosemary. Another match that I wasn't interested with. I don't know why Susan and Kimberly's style of wrestling. I don't like that much. Havoc and Rosemary were okay here, and heels were controlling faces. Uh, a very simple story that was played down here, and Rosemary comes back, hit the spear after Havoc cleared the way, and scoring victory. And they are going to challenge the Fire and Flavor for the tag team. They are building for the Knockouts tag team title, just a building block for the tag team Knockouts tag team title thing. And post that, we are joined by Tenel Davish and Caleb with uh, they are having a kind of a segment where Jazz is the guest here, and Jazz questions if this is a pipe pit or something, and which Caleb misunderstands as a. And Tenel, that was kind of funny that Tenel and Caleb didn't understand what Piper's Pit is, and Tenen says she's frustrated that she can't find a partner and blames Jazz. She gets fired up. Tenen attacks from her behind. And funny stuff after that, we saw Rachel and Jordan Grace check on Jazz, who was just floored. They challenged Tenen and Caleb with Caleb for next week. So Jordan and Telen Dashwood would be facing Caleb and Tenen. Tenel Dashwood next week. So I do think so that Jordan Grace is gonna heel turn at Slammiversery. I have a strong feeling because of her whole facial expression and all, whole look and all. She don't look like a very strong baby face now. So I do think so. She's gonna betray Rachel Ellering and join with Tenel Dashwood, because we don't have, that's a payoff for this storyline, because Tenel Dashwood don't have any woman on her side. So I do think so. Jordan Grace would be the one, but who would be? Teaming with. Teaming with Rachel Ellering. I do hope that uh, uh, maybe who's that woman, I don't remember. She actually debuted 2 months before. I don't remember her name. Yeah, I do hope so. Taylor Wilde would be returning, because she's out for many weeks right now. She's completely vanished. So do think so. Rachel Ellering and Taylor Wilde would be a good babyface team against Jordan Grace and Tenel Dashwood if they do turn heel. And that's a storyline that they are building up for many months. Kind of dissension angle, and Tenel Dashwood kind of finding her partner. She ain't getting actually, so she's still aiming to have a tag team and get that knockout tag team title. That's her goal actually. And Rich Swann, Willie Mack actually call out VBD because they actually attacked them last week in their match against TJP and Falaba. So TJP and Falaba actually comes up, and they are also on the same agenda. And Tommy Dreamer comes up, and they inform that a four-way book tag team knockouts. I mean, for the tag team championship actually is booked for Slammiversary. Swan, Deaner, Anderson, and TJP will face in a four-way after the commercial break. That was the match set up for tonight, he says. And fatal four-way: Carl Anderson versus Rich Swann versus TJP versus Deaner. So kind of a momentum match. Who's gonna have a momentum here? So this was a good match. I do like this match. Watching this match, this was a pretty average match, but still, but this match was pretty good to watch through. I would say that it was fast paced, and TGP and it's fun with their usual stuff, but nothing new or something. But TGP hits a detonation king on Anderson, hits a top rope for a missed Mamba splash. Swan comes in but gets spiked by Dina DDT, broken by the TJP, and Dina sends TGP outside, but Anderson hangs him on the ropes and hits the gun stun, his singles finisher. So Carl Anderson get the victory. This was surprisingly only good match that we saw in this week, because after this we didn't have any main event or something, because we had main event of the contract signing, Kenny Omega's Sami Callihan contract signing. And we also do know that have known that actually Sami Callihan is arrested, so he's not going to be there. But Scott Demore said we would having a contract signing nonetheless in the ring. Kenny Omega and Don Callis could be coming, and we would make the deal actually. This match could be happening, he says. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why. I don't want to believe that this match is not happening. So Kenny Omega and Don Callis comes up, and they are going to Callis and Omega come to ring, and kind of reads the contract, and you have the green room and all this is, and lights actually start flickering. I do know where they are going. So we get an outside view of the filming of the supposed attack on Callis, and revealing that it was another guy who actually attacked another, and another guy was filming this. And Callis tries to explain before Callahan's music hits, and he appears on in the ring. Kenny Omega is speechless, and he hits Omega with the baseball bat. Omega gains advantage but gets low blowed. Callihan delivers a package pile driver, signs the quarter. I don't know why he didn't hit that package pile driver on the table. That was expected, but he did really put him on to the power bomb onto the table. So that was it. So before raising the belt up, and of kind of a good segment that we got here. And only thing that was good was the ending and the tag team match. That in this match, certainly this show was an average show, but some slightly better than last week. I would say that it wasn't that bad like last week. Completely out of the park. It was not like that last week, but it was this show. I do hope you like this short review of Impact Wrestling. Nothing special to say about watch through this contract signing. That said, you would get in that YouTube channel. So that was only this thing. Impact should do something to create interest, and this championship match, I do have some interest into this match now. Calhan getting the upper hand and attacking Kenny Omega, heel getting attacked. So it was good. So, but still, they should improve upon in 1 week or something. They have, and yeah, last go home show is gonna happen next week. So this was the episode. This was the show. I hope you like this review of Impact Wrestling. Please make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, peace.